Welcome to Hollywood Deli. I'm your host, Blue. So, listen, we're going to talk some more sister wives. So, an interview just came out of Meri and her boyfriend. There's been a lot of speculation from the sister wives T sector in regards to Meri's boyfriend running off and saying that I guess all the attention may have run him off. And so, it doesn't seem like he's run off, but it does seem like the attention is overwhelming. And so, he talks about some of the things he had concerns about with dating Meri, and so we're going to talk about it. It's an interview from ET, but it was Jen who was interviewing Meri. So it was Meri and her boyfriend and Jen doing, I guess it's Friday nights with friends. I'm sorry, y'all, my lips are chapped, child. Dry as a potato chip. All right, so let's get into it.
Amos, in a new relationship, one should always be on the lookout for red flags. Can you tell me if Meri being an ex-polygamist in the public eye on a television show raised any red flags?
Yes, I will be. It was a little, yeah.
Meri Brown's new beau, Amos, calling out the red flag in their relationship.
They're like, red flag waving. Some conversations are really hard, and then you just kind of get through the emotion and figure it out, and then just keep going.
Days after the Sister Wives star introduced her new man on Instagram, she had him hop on her weekly Fridays with Friends Instagram Live.
Hey, me, Amos.
Fans got to know Amos in a Q&A hosted by Meri's friend, Jen Sullivan.
How tall are you?
I'm not 6'6". I'm 5'9".
All right, Meri, everything's not that funny. Like, come on. I like Meri and I love the fact that she's happy and everything, but the incestuous laughing really gets on my nerves. And it could be a nervous tick, but it's just so annoying. It's like, girl, you like 50 something years old. But I understand Meri ain't been penetrated in a long time and she's just happy to have some dick in her life. So, you know what? You know what? Kudos to her.
Are you related to Cody?
I am not related to Cody
Thank
in
God.
any way.
Shape or form.
Things get personal, including the couple talking about their financial troubles.
At the same time, how many bankruptcies have you had?
One.
And here's my thing with him. How is her being a polygamist on TV a red flag when you know she's a polygamist on TV? That's part of the reason why you're dating her. Okay? Let's not act like it's not a financial opportunity to date Meri. You can get on the show and get a check. And it's a red flag for me for financial instability when you have a bankruptcy. I wouldn't date anybody or even marry someone who has a bankruptcy because to me that's financial irresponsibility and shows me that you do not like to pay your debt. That's just my opinion.
Boom, there you go.
At one point, Jen goes deeper and asks a question about red flags. Specifically, if Amos saw any with Meri, who's an ex-polygamist sharing her life on reality TV.
It was a little, yeah. Yeah, it was a little.
He's like, yeah, I'm a really private person. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, like I'm not on social media. Like I'm just.
And that's the kicker. Okay, so you're a really private person. Why not date a very private person? You clearly know who she is because you wouldn't be dating her if you didn't. And so why date a public figure if you coming in with all this reserves? Like then just don't date her. And how dare, in my opinion, how dare he even say that's a red flag? This is the life that she's chose, and that's made her very successful. It made her B&B very successful, her clothing business very successful. You know who she is. So to me, coming in with that attitude that I'm very private, blah blah blah, is bullcrap because you know daggone well that part of the reason why you're dating her is because she's a public figure.
Just a really private person. I don't like to let a lot of people into my life. I'm like, oh, so how private are you really? And so we talked about that for a bit. As with all relationships, whether it's spouses or friends or family or sisters, you've got the ups and downs. You just do.
But Meri and Amos can also poke fun at their past. They have quite a bit in common.
Amos, how many
Yes.
ex-wives do you have?
3.
That's a red flag. 3 ex-wives, Meri. I mean, she tries to make a joke out of it, but the fact that he even had the audacity to say that he had any red flags in regards to Meri is ridiculous, because you got 3 ex-wives. That to me shows that you do not stick through marriages in the hard times. When shit gets hard, you get out. So Meri, protect your heart.
What?
3.
I sort of have like 3 ex-sister wives and ex-husband.
Meri,
I
girl,
beat
bye.
you. I'm very happy with where I am and what I'm doing and what I'm moving forward with. I completely anticipate that I will find somebody.
Meri knew she was going to find somebody because she was already getting penetrated. She probably was right sitting up in that interview, already done sampled Mr. Amos.
And that I will be able to find somebody who really loves me too. You know, just it's a matter of when and how that all works out.
Amos is Meri's first relationship following her split from her husband of 32 years, Cody Brown.
I sit here feeling like it's ridiculous.
Now, let's not act like she didn't have an online affair with her boo, Sam, I think his name was. And so we got to count that. She had an online affair with a woman who was pretending to be a man.
To stay in a duty-bound marriage. All kinds
I
of
don't
other
think
things.
it's fair to either of us.
She and Cody terminated their spiritual marriage last January, leaving the Brown patriarch with only Robin after Janelle and Christine left him too.
I love how they grade them out. They grade out the wives that got kicked to the curb. He kicked them to the curb. He pushed them out. That's what happened. He withdrew sex, withdrew resources from Janelle, because sex, is a big factor for Janelle, but she could go without it. She was fine that he wasn't, penetrating her, but Christine wasn't having it, and Meri wasn't having it. And that's why Meri got caught up in the catfish, because she was looking to be penetrated. And Christine was like, all right, you ain't gonna give me none, I'm out of here. She done been through enough with it.
How did you feel finally seeing Meri and Cody split?
It's about freaking time.
The audacity, Janelle, we were saying the same thing about you, boo. And now they saying that you may go back to him. So we'll see.
Me praise.
Yeah,
She's
let
so
her go.
loyal.
Oh, she's so loyal.
She's loyal to a fault. And I just feel like I'm glad because now she can do her thing.
Meri's been doing just that. She and Amos have been dating since October.
Who reached out first to get this whole shebang going?
She did.
That would be me.
Yep, I already know it was. Because it seems like a common theme with the sister wives. Christine was aggressive. That's what her husband said, and she went after him. And I could see that with Meri too. And here's the downfall to that. When you are the aggressor, you don't give him an opportunity to process if he's into you like that. And so you set yourself up for failure, because if you are forceful with the connection, he's not going to want to connect with you. And he might just feel like, because sometimes men just go with the flow of what we want. And especially if they, like us. And so you always, in my opinion, as a woman, you always want to have the man be more into you than you are into him, because that's just how, in my opinion, is more to your advantage as a woman.
Meri clearly smitten with her new man and not letting go, literally.
The first night that we went out, like he hugged me, and it was like the best hug. I just stood there and let him just keep hugging me. It was just a really, really, really very safe.
Meri, we know you wet them panties was wet. Meri's panties was wet.
Safe hug.
That's what she's trying to say to us.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, that was a good interview. But Meri's panties was wet, definitely, after that hug. And she went after that man. Sometimes you do got to go after what you want. So hey, kudos to her.